Memphis Grizzlies star point guard Ja Morant kicked off his morning in a pretty interesting way, to say the least. He went on his Instagram and he posted some I love you messages to some people that are close to him, including his mother and his dad. And he ended with a bye. And that's with Ja Morant pretty much leaving the court of a basketball arena. You know, a lot of people are going to say, yo, here comes fans doing too much again or over-speculating. I don't think that one bit. I mean, this is pretty cryptic. And with everything that's going on with young Ja over the last few weeks, last few months actually, including being suspended twice now because of social media stuff, including flashing a weapon on his Instagram Live and then his friend's Instagram Live. I don't think anybody's overreacting at all. I'd rather it be this way than people underreacting and something happened. Let's be honest, the messages seemed a tad bit suicidal in their approach. I can tell you guys that Ja's okay. There was actually a welfare check done to Ja Morant, who was actually just chilling at his house. He let everybody know that, you know, he let the people know that did the welfare check on him that he was pretty much announcing that he's taking a break from social media, but he did it pretty cryptically. I'm happy that Ja's okay, number one. That was a scary one. I'm just gonna be honest with everything that's went on. That was very cryptic, and I think Ja would have to understand why people wanted to, you know, reach out and say, "Yo, are you okay, bro?" Matter of fact, maybe he wanted that. I don't know, but hopefully, young Ja Morant gets the help that he needs. He was about to go crazy this summer. By the way, before all this happened, Ja had kicked off his summer to a lit start. That NBA YoungBoy was out. He was about to go crazy. Look, hopefully Ja's able to have some fun this summer, but do it in ways that don't involve, forget social media, flashing guns. Because look, at the end of the day, what Ja's been dealing with, I don't think it's about social media. I think it's more or less about what he's doing on not just his social media or, you know, period. Forget social media. Don't do it, period. You know what I mean? Not that guns ain't nothing to just flash around and play around with. That ain't it. That ain't it. You pull it out when you need to use it. It's been always my approach. I'll tell y'all a quick story. So I'm still in my 20s. Yeah, I said it. I'm 29. I'm still hanging on by a thread of my 20s. So I missed the social media window to like really post everything, I feel like about by 2 years. So if you look at people that are about 26 to 27 and under, man, they post everything. Generally speaking, if you see a person 29 and up, we're a little more private and reserved. Maybe that's the region that I grew up in. Obviously, there are people that obviously post a lot and they're over 29, and people that post less and they're under 29. But you get what I'm saying. I think there's the window right there. I was at the perfect age where we know what social media is. We know the advantages to it, the disadvantages to it. But a lot of us don't feel compelled to post our every footstep. Again, there's always exceptions to the rule. You know, when I see a guy, tell his family members, I love you, cryptically, it definitely makes me think, man, we live in a world where you feel like you got to tell everybody everything, right? Like, it ain't a happy birthday post to a family member in which you want other family members to see. He just went online and said, I love you, mama. I love you, dad. Look, to each his own. It's Ja's prerogative. He's got the right to do whatever he wants. But it definitely kind of caused a scare this morning. And I feel bad because I feel like this generation coming up behind me feels inclined to show social media everything. The irony in posting I love you to the people that you love as you announce you're taking a social media break. The irony in that. I do believe social media oftentimes can create a sick cycle. Like once you start that game of giving the world all of your good news, all of your ups, all of your bad news, all of your downs, that one's kind of tough to turn off. To me, Ja doesn't owe social media anything because his gift, what he's giving the world, is through his love of basketball. That's what he's giving the world. Anything else he gives us is he doesn't owe us anything. I tell y'all something. I'll tell y'all about my life real quick. And this is just coming out because of this video. I never feel inclined to do this, right? I've had great ups over the last calendar year. I've had bad downs. Look, be honest with you, I got married pretty much a year ago. I shared a little bit of it, but I enjoyed that moment with the people that were around me. I bought a car, and this car is crazy. It's never been posted on social media. I'm good. I don't need to look. This car starts by the phone. This thing is serious, man. I'm talking about this thing is serious. It's not, it's not something I want to post online. I don't feel the need to show everybody my high ups. I've had some downs. I lost some family members, the ones that really mean to me, people like young OGs to me. I talk about it briefly, but never in depth. And I'm not knocking anybody that does. You grieve how you grieve, but I'm just saying what works for me. This has been a very tough year for content creation. Being honest, I'm just being honest with you guys right now. Like it's a lot of competition right now. When I came into the game 6-7 years ago, there was not as much competition. You're competing right now. It's a lot. I'm being honest, I'm competing with guys like Kevin Hart right now. It's a lot. Everybody's in the content space right now. That's a lot for a young creator trying to fund stuff by his lonesome. Right? Like I've had ups and downs. I don't let social media catch me in that cycle. That's the one for me. I never, and I post obviously content for a living. We're covering stories day in, day out. If I find a little creative pocket to talk about me, my wife, or something, if it makes sense to further the story, I'll do it. But more times than not, I just want to get the heck out the way because I don't want to get in the cycle of giving everything. Does it help with business oftentimes? Yes. But do you see yourself over posting things that just seem ridiculous sometimes? Like, yes, you do that. And it can happen to anybody, especially when you start to see numbers follow it and fans start to get behind it. Like it can be a lot. Hopefully young Ja Morant is getting whatever help that he needs. That's just tough. He says okay, man. So we're gonna take him at face value. I hope that's true. I hope nothing else is going on with Ja. Hopefully, man, have some fun, bro. You can have fun without posting a gun on social media. Go have some fun. Go live your life. You're young, you're rich, and you're great at what you do on the court. All right? Go have some NBA young boy list fun and enjoy yourself, man. Like, this ain't the end of the world. You'll be back. Whatever many games you're suspended from, you'll be back, and you'll be better than ever, all right? Time, love, and support is what your boy would never take for granted. Ja Morant is okay. So he says they did a welfare check on him this morning. And the young star point guard, he's just taking a break from social media. I'm out.